Have you ever agreed to something that was supposed to be temporary and then realized you didn't know how to let it end? So yeah, 2 years ago, I married someone I barely knew. Not for love, not even close. It was a deal. I needed help getting out of a financial hole, and she needed a clean image to keep her job. No drama, no emotions, just paperwork. We met once before the courthouse, talked for maybe 20 minutes, shook hands, agreed on rules, lived together, but separate lives. No interference, no feelings, and in exactly 2 years, we walk away. Simple. At least that's what we thought. The first few months, we barely spoke. I'd leave early, come back late. She'd be in her room, door closed, headphones on. It felt like living with a stranger, which was kind of the point. But then, things started shifting. Small stuff at first. Like one night, I came home exhausted, and there was food already on the counter. Didn't ask for it, didn't expect it. She just said, "You look tired this morning," and went back to her room. No big moment, just that. Then a week later, her car broke down. She didn't ask for help. She was already on the phone trying to figure it out, and I don't know why, but I stepped in, drove her to work, waited around longer than I needed to. It wasn't planned, it just happened, and yeah, it gets worse. We started talking more. Nothing deep at first, just random conversations in the kitchen. Late night snacks turning into actual conversations. And somewhere in between all that, it stopped feeling fake. That's when I realized something I wasn't supposed to. I was getting comfortable. Too comfortable. But we never said anything. Never crossed that line. Because we both knew. This had an expiration date. Then a few weeks ago, things got complicated. She got a job offer. Out of state. Way better pay. Way better everything. And suddenly, that 2-year deal felt real again. Like a countdown. We didn't talk about it right away. Just avoided it. Acted normal. But it wasn't. Because now every small moment felt like it mattered more. Every conversation felt like it might be the last one. Then yesterday, she came home and told me she accepted it. No hesitation. No second thoughts. Just, "I'm leaving in a month." And I nodded. Like it didn't bother me. Like this was always the plan. That night, I sat at the kitchen table staring at the divorce papers we agreed on from day one. Everything was ready. All I had to do was sign. She walked in, saw the papers, and just stood there for a second. Didn't say anything. Then she pulled out a chair and sat across from me. And for the first time in 2 years, it felt quiet in a different way. Not distant, just heavy. She looked at the papers, then at me and said, "So we're really just going to pretend none of this meant anything?" And honestly, that was the moment everything fell apart because I didn't have an answer. And I think she knew that. So she picked up the papers, folded them, and slid them back toward me. Then she said, "Good, because I don't think I can walk away from this like it was just a deal." And yeah, turns out the hardest part wasn't marrying a stranger. It was realizing she wasn't one anymore.